Hello everyone, Russell Wright from Network Empire and CurationProfits.com. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about theme curation. The newest buzzword on the internet is curation and a whole bunch of things tied around curation. I'm going to log into my own application called TLKT. We are the creators of Kraken and the last keyword tool. These are natural language processing tools. I'm going to show you what that fancy schmancy word, natural language processing, is really all about. We're going to go ahead and go to projects. And you can see that I've drilled into content curation, far infrared sauna, all these other things. And there's a big buzz in content curation around the term content curation, how it's not related to SEO, it's not really related to good practices online necessarily, it's more about the user organizing content for the web. And I would agree with that. It is about cybernetics, that's human and machine interface, but it's also about theme curation. And I'm going to describe, without doing too much of a direct pitch, why I use natural language processing for my curation processes. As you know, I do have the website CurationProfits.com, and we've invented some pretty cool technologies around that. But I'm going to go ahead and go right over to, let's just take a topic, content curation, for example. Let's take that term itself, and we'll deal with the issue of content curation. I'm going to go ahead and just show you what we have. We've already drilled into this term. This tool is really expensive for me to build because it contains latent semantic indexing technology and co-occurrence technology. Kraken contains even more technology because it has co-occurrence and vertical markets. I haven't really logged into Kraken for this demonstration because for theme curation I wanted to get everybody started slowly, but I'll also give some demonstrations about what is in the Kraken technology, which is a different product and a different price point. So we'll go ahead and just take a look. I wanted to show you, bring to your attention what we have inside the last keyword tools. We have something that no other keyword tool in the world has because it's dang expensive to build. And thanks to Kelly, our brilliant mad scientist developer, and Sue Bell, our architect, we've been able to create some pretty cool things around the LSI and Bayes function. Bayesian algorithm is something that I can't even explain to you right here. It is on our wiki, which is themezoomglossary.com, and I'll go ahead and show you that. If you'd like to know more about what the Lowry score is and the Bayes score, we have all of this stuff in there. It's a local aggregate relevance index and crazy mad scientist stuff like that. Okay, we'll talk more about that at a later date. But LSI stands for latent semantic indexing, and that's the use of natural language processing by analyzing entire documents or groups of documents and looking for the co-occurrences and a variety of other things inside the document. What that really tells you is what's really going on in the conversation. So on the entire web, because we scrape a lot of web pages and we deal with a lot of web technology. So for example, if I reassociate this entire, if my theme or parent term is content curation, you can see based in the order of importance around the term content curation, we have about content curation, we have content curator, which I find of course makes sense from the rational perspective. Content curator and about content curation and content curator have the highest LSI score around that topic. Curation marketing, of course, we know that as much as a lot of curators would hate to admit it, curation is about marketing and better marketing, or it's being packaged as that by those of us who build tools. That's part of that factual reality as well. We also have content strategy, okay, content marketing strategy. We have digital curator. These are the greatest terms based on algorithms that other keyword tools just do not provide you. Okay, marketing company. For example, there's even some cheats in here. That marketing company is associated with a 12.407 LSI ratio relationship to the parent term content curation. And that's pretty fascinating. And these are things that you wouldn't get from a regular keyword tool. And again, this is not so much to sell you the tool, but to help you understand that whatever you do, when you're using curation, try to follow the conversation that's really going on, and you don't have to curate everything on earth to determine what's important in the market. And I think what curators get lost in is trying to be all things to all people and try to organize these massive amounts of information, when all you really need to do is take a giant look at the market at a global scale and then curate the topics that are of interest to you based on the theme relevance indexing around your primary topic of interest. Use your theme relevance, your LSI, or your Bayesian algorithm. And Bayesian is even more interesting. If you want to do that, you can just click on the Bayes. You want to know a little bit more about Bayesian algorithms, you can find out how that works as well. And this is a different kind of sort process where you can find more about the individual words that hover around a theme or topic. Okay? Go ahead and let's go ahead and make it look at that a little better. There you go. Okay, so I prefer the LSI indexing because I don't want to know just single terms and how they kind of stack up to the long tails. I actually want to look at the LSI algorithm. That's my favorite. I like to see where the conversations are happening. And what I love about it is that you can determine what kinds of words people are using in conversation around other terms, and you can determine what's important to that market without having to curate everything. It's not just about making money for your website or whatever. Here's the 10 steps to content curation. See that? It appears as an 1179. That means the article itself became very important. Really cool stuff to help you stay focused on what the market is interested in. Social media tips. You can see that content curation is closely related to social media. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea about theme curation, not merely content curation or even real-time news curation. What you got to remember is that it's important to realize what the topics are around themes and clusters. And if you're not interested in the way that the money works, you don't have to pay attention to that stuff. If you don't need to know the cost per click and the clicks per day, you could ignore that. But wouldn't you be kind of interested in the traffic, at least a general overview, when you're looking at major themes that hover around a theme of interest? Yeah, that's useful, because I'm still going to make blog posts, even my Quora entries that are curated based on terms and topics and conversations that are both related, relevant, latent, semantically indexed, and related, as well as profitable. Russell Wright from networkempire.com, signing off.